I think students will be engaged if they're interested in what they're learning. So I think as academic staff we need to make sure we explain why students need to learn particular skills and information and put that in the context of the future, or how it relates to other units that they're learning at the same time, so that they can see that the units aren't separate really. We might have packaged them as separate units, but altogether this information is really relevant for their future careers. I think if students can see the relevance and can apply the knowledge early on to a real world situation, whether it's a visit to a practical setting, or whether it's an assignment or a case study where they have to think about the information they learned and then apply it to a person, a situation, and see how that information can help answer or solve a problem. One strategy I think that works really well to increase student engagement is UniPass, and that's where students go to supervised revision sessions led by peer facilitators, and we train those peer facilitators here at Curtin. And these are students who've passed that unit and have been trained on how to encourage students and help students learn, but they don't actually do the teaching. And what we found over the last few years of our involvement with UniPass is that the students really enjoy UniPass. They have great results. It improves their marks and we think it improves their retention, and they can transfer the learning skills that they develop in UniPass from one unit to another. So I think it's a really good way of helping students learn and helping them develop friendships and study groups themselves. It's really interesting to try and predict what will engage a student or which students will be engaged, and I haven't quite worked out what the secret formula is. Some students will come into uni on day one and take every opportunity they can, and others won't. Maybe they're engaged outside uni, they have lives and jobs and families, so just because they're not engaged at university doesn't mean they're not engaged people. But certainly in our faculty we have a wide range of courses. At undergraduate level we have over 20 different courses, and some of the students or some of our courses lead to more engagement than others. I think some of our professional courses, where a student commences a course knowing at the end of it that they will become a pharmacist or a doctor or a nurse or a physio. So I think that helps them engage with their learning because they can see where it's taking them. Some of our other courses, it's less obvious what you'll do at the end of that course, such as our human biology preclinical degree or our Bachelor of Science Health Sciences degree. And I think it's harder to engage those students because they're not even certain what they're going to do with that degree in some cases. We have to work a bit harder in those situations and give them more career information, perhaps some guest speakers to come in and say how they use that degree, more options of how they can use that degree or where it can take them. We always say that assessment drives learning, so if we want to engage students, I think we have to look at the sort of tasks we're setting them and make sure that these are activities that the students will value, that they can see the benefit of them. They're not just another tick box exercise where they have to get 20% for some sort of test, but they can see that it's an actual activity that they'll benefit from. So that's the challenge for academic staff, to create exciting and interesting assignments or assessments. And I think if we can take a bit of time to create new and more interesting assessments, we might also find that there's less opportunities for students to cut and paste and get themselves in trouble with academic integrity issues, because they'll actually want to learn the information, I hope, that we're trying to impart to them. I certainly think it's about how the assignments are designed or the assessments are designed, and coming up with some more interesting approaches or real-world approaches, problem-based learning, problem-solving exercises that can really test the student's ability to think critically and apply their knowledge in a different way than just writing out answers or answering multiple choice questions.